Imagine this, it's 1590. A ship sails toward a small island off the coast of what is now North Carolina. On board is John White, a man desperate to see his family again, his daughter, his son-in-law, and most importantly, his granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child ever born in the New World. But when he steps ashore, something feels wrong. The settlement is eerily silent. No smoke rises from the chimneys, no voices call out in greeting. Instead, all he finds are empty houses, overgrown fields, and one chilling clue carved into a wooden post. CROATOAN. What happened here? Where did they go? And why does this story still haunt us today? To understand the mystery of Roanoke, we need to travel back to the late 1500s, a time when Europe was gripped by dreams of exploration and conquest. Spain had already claimed much of the Americas, and England wanted its piece of the pie. Enter Sir Walter Raleigh, a bold adventurer with the ear of Queen Elizabeth I herself. In 1587, Raleigh sponsored a daring mission to establish the first permanent English colony in the New World. He chose Roanoke Island, a remote but promising location along the eastern seaboard. Leading the expedition was John White, a seasoned artist and mapmaker who would also serve as governor of the new colony. The colonists weren't just random settlers, they were families, men, women, children, even infants. Among them was Eleanor Dare, John White's pregnant daughter, who gave birth to little Virginia Dare shortly after their arrival. For a moment, hope ballooned. This could be the start of a thriving English outpost in the wilderness. But survival in the New World wasn't easy. Food shortages plagued the group almost immediately. Tensions with local Native American tribes simmered, and worst of all, communication with England was slow and unreliable. After just a few weeks, John White made the difficult decision to return to England for supplies, leaving behind his family and nearly 100 other souls. White's journey back to England should have taken months, but fate had other plans. War broke out between England and Spain, and every available ship was needed to fight the Spanish Armada. Year after year passed, and White couldn't secure passage back to Roanoke. Finally, in 1590, 3 long years later, he returned. His heart must have raced as the ship approached the island. Would he find his family safe and waiting, or would tragedy greet him instead? When White stepped onto the shore, the reality hit him like a punch to the gut. The colony was gone, not destroyed, just vanished. There were no bodies, no signs of struggle. Only 2 cryptic clues remained. The word CROATOAN carved into a fence post, and the letters CRO etched into a tree nearby. What did it mean? Was it a message, a warning, or simply the last, desperate act of people trying to leave a trace of themselves behind? One possibility is that the colonists joined forces with, or were absorbed by, local Native American tribes. The CROATOAN tribe, mentioned in the carving, lived on a nearby island and had friendly relations with the settlers. Perhaps, facing starvation or disease, the colonists sought refuge with them. Some oral traditions among Native Americans even suggest that descendants of the Roanoke settlers survived within their communities. Another theory paints a darker picture. Relations between the colonists and neighboring tribes may have soured, leading to violence. If attacked, the settlers might have fled inland or been killed outright. However, there's little archaeological evidence to support a large-scale massacre. A third idea suggests the colonists decided to relocate. They may have attempted to move to another planned settlement site further inland, possibly near the Chesapeake Bay. But if they encountered bad weather, illness, or hostile forces during their journey, they might never have reached their destination. Despite decades of searching, no definitive proof has emerged to solve the mystery. Archaeologists continue to uncover artifacts in the region, but nothing conclusively ties them to the lost colonists. Some believe the answer lies buried deep in the swamps and forests of North Carolina. Others think the truth may never fully come to light. So, what do you think happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Did they find sanctuary with the CROATOAN tribe, fall victim to conflict or disaster, or vanish into the vast unknown of the American wilderness? One thing is certain. The story of Roanoke reminds us of the fragility of human ambition and the enduring power of a good mystery. Centuries later, we're still captivated by those 115 souls who dared to carve out a life in an untamed land, only to disappear without a trace. Thanks for watching. What's your theory about Roanoke? Let us know in the comments below.